What's happening, guys? Gemma here and back again for a very different video. I managed to get a hold of an alpha key for the upcoming Planet Coaster on PC, and I must say I don't typically do gameplay on my channel, but this is 100% worth showing you guys, you know, what to expect and certainly what not to expect as well. So I've had it for about 5 days. I am pretty new to it, but nonetheless there are some sick features that I want to show you, and I'm definitely looking to do more gameplay. So you can choose between a multitude of parks to kind of go in. A lot of it's pre-built, but you can kind of build around it, and I really like that feature. The alpha version only includes sandbox mode. I don't really know what's going to be in the kind of final game, if there'll be almost like a park management system, a little bit like the old theme park, you know, you have to kind of build, have lots of money to build, which is not really what I like. I much prefer this sandbox approach. So as you can see here, I mean, wow, I mean, just the build features are unbelievable, and I'm going to show you basic ride placement in this video, putting together queues, paths, you know, very basic stuff, because that's where it starts, at that lower level, and everything you see here you can build. Textures look fantastic. Everything is from the ground up. I've never really played a theme park or roller coaster tycoon game where you have so much versatility and control in what you're doing. I do know that there's an upcoming terrain tool as well. So you know, you can manipulate the landscape, you can manipulate the flora, the fauna, you can manipulate everything. And it's amazing. It's absolutely blown me away. So just a quick overview on this park then. You can see, like I said, this is a pre-build. I've not done anything to this yet. I'm kind of zooming in. You can see we're about to go into first person mode here. This is such a cool feature. And when you're in first person mode, you can kind of look around, as we're going to see here. I'm going to look to the left right here. And you can hear the people talking, which is such a cool feature. You know, I can do what I want. The only thing I can't do is control where this person walks. But I can move my head. I have no control over what they say, and I just think that's pretty cool. And that's the same with rides as well. Now I'm going to be doing more videos on this, and you know, like I said, hit like, hit a comment if you want to see more gameplay. Look here, guys, Chief Beef. Again, you can build loads of shops, literally look inside them, looking at all the products, and I think that attention to detail is just absolutely mind-blowing. So what we're going to do now is just going to kind of time lapse through, and I'm going to show you some basic ride placement. So I think this park needs a ride with some height. We need to get a scope for really what's kind of going on here. That's why I picked this. As you can see, a lot of the kind of bottom menu there, coasters are greyed out. I just want to say now I do have access to coasters, so in future videos I'm going to build a kick-ass roller coaster, so please stay tuned for that. So we're going to put this ride in. Now what I'm finding with the paths, it can be a little bit tricky at times to join the paths up, as you can see here. But I think that will be fixed. It's not a massive issue. It's keyboard and mouse only for your controls. I did reach out to the team and ask them if you could use a controller, and unfortunately you can't. I don't know if that will be an additional feature in future releases. I personally would love to see that. I'm probably going to put my feedback forward around controller support, but anyway, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. So again, this is basic ride placement. This whole area will be built up in future videos. I'm really looking forward to it. As you can see, guys, we've got kind of signs, really neat array of signs. You can put them on the entrance and as well as kind of on the exit as well. I'm not quite sure, I don't remember if I do actually end up putting one on, as you can see. We'll get a really nice shot. It's quite easy to rotate as well. You've got some nice intricate features to rotate signs. You can press the Z key and it will just give you that basic 90-degree flip, but you can hold down the mouse and it will literally, you can kind of degree by degree turn things around. Like I said, the build mode is incredibly intricate and it's really effective as well. You know, I'm startled. This alpha version, haven't actually found that many bugs, but I will be reporting bugs. There was this one bug where there was this kind of shop in the mountainside and people were floating on top, but it soon disappeared. But nonetheless, aside from that, it's run pretty stable. So we got our queue, we got our ticket booth, and this is where we build the sky path. Now I thought I'd kind of have a bit of a play around with this. I wasn't really sure where I was going to go because this ride is placed well out of the way of the main park, as you saw there, and I just say I'm kind of looking, where the hell am I going to take this path? What I really love about Planet Coaster is you could just do what the frig you want, more so than Roller Coaster Tycoon. It just seemed like in Tycoon there were a lot of limitations as to what you can do, and I think here I just decide to screw it. We're going to go up and over, and it's just great. My little sky path again. I think I'm going to have that as a dominant feature running through this park. Lots of kind of cool sky paths, because I really like that. You know, if this was a real theme park, I'd love to be on this path. I'd love to be on this path and just look down and absorb the atmosphere. You know, it really feeds into your imagination. This is exactly what I would want to see. I doubt that would ever happen for safety reasons in real life, but nonetheless, that's why we play these games, so we can just let our imagination go wild, guys. So I'm just going to speed this up here, but you get the gist of what is happening. It's really easy as well. You notice the pillars going in. You can just see that green pillar underneath this section of the path. It's super, super easy. Again, I hope they do fix this tricky path placement. As you can see, it wants to join, kind of double back on itself, but nonetheless, we managed to make it through. So we nailed it, and I'm kind of coming back here. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. And I was so excited at this point because I could see a couple of people starting to walk down. And that's just how reactive it is. You know, you put something in and instantly the guests are interacting with what you've just done. I didn't expect that. I thought there'd be a little lag. I thought it would take a while. I thought people might have a sense of fear of going over this crazy path. So, but no, they were straight in. And also as well, I want to mention the transition from day to night. Obviously now you can see here that it's night, but it's so smooth. It's just so great. You know, you barely even notice it. It's a really nice transition. And I think that was my reasoning behind trying to put some lights on the path. Struggled a little bit. Again, I don't know if that's just an alpha feature that they're going to upgrade in the beta where you can actually light these paths. But it turned out that I couldn't, unfortunately, unless I'm missing something drastic. I'm going to have a play around with it when I go back into the game. But nonetheless, guys, it was super cool seeing people come across, and this whole area that you see is totally going to be developed. And what we're going to see now is just a basic build of a structure and some really nice scenery around it. So here we go, let's get this built. So as you can see, guys, I'm going to kind of start off with the pillars. I wasn't really sure at this point what I was going to end up making, but it kind of turned out I've got this really nice kind of pirate theme running through. You'll see it at the end. I've been watching other YouTubers build creations, and it's just amazing what people are coming up with, and I'm really hoping to develop my building skills as we bounce through this gameplay. It kind of looks like nothing. I still wasn't sure what the hell this was going to turn out like, but it's just, I remember things like this when I went to theme parks as a kid. You just see these kind of random buildings, but it really tapped into the theme of where you were. So here we go, like I said, just putting walls in. There's loads and loads of different pillars, doors, windows, fixtures, fittings, roof types. This is just the alpha build. I actually think we're going to see a lot more building items in the final build. The beta, I think this Alpha 2 is coming out, I think on May 24th. I hope I haven't got that wrong, but I'm sure I watched something with the developers recently. Actually, they did a talk and they said the Alpha 2 is coming out. So I'm so excited to see what happens in that. Yeah, you got the kind of British flag here. I was hoping maybe we could have a few more countries actually, you know, and embrace diversity a little bit more. But nonetheless, I just think that kind of flag's really cool at the top. And the lights as well. The lights have such a nice ambient reflection. We got little lamps on the top, and we got the other lights down the side there. Now this again, I was starting to think, ooh, I know exactly what I'm going to put on here. There's this really cool feature. It's this kind of like barrel roll. And I just wanted to build a platform to put that on there. It looks really neat. But again, guys, we're time-lapsing, so you're going to see it imminently. And these cannons are awesome. These cannons are absolutely awesome. You can put them on most buildings. It doesn't matter where they are. You don't need to activate them or anything. You just place them. and there you go, you know, it's phenomenal, and it's just a really nice, cool feature. So here we go. This is this kind of little barrel roll I was talking about. And again, I'm super psyched to see what happens with this area. I really want to develop it. You can see in the background as well, there's loads of empty space that is just going to be filled. My next plan is to build a coaster. If you want to know how to unlock coasters, go and read in the description, because they're not always available. Well, in fact, they're not available. You have to put this little kind of code in, so I will link that in the description. Super easy, super cool. So yeah, like I said, this is basic build. Not that great, guys, but let me know what you think in the description. But yeah, we're gonna kind of build it up with some scenery here. We've got this cool snapped pirate ship thing going on. And as well, what I really like, which we're about to see, when you kind of put rocks together, there's different shaped rocks, and you can merge rocks together. So it's not like the shape of the rock that they give you is final. You can really manipulate all the rocks. You can merge them together, twist them around, put them on whatever angle you want, and really make some cool scenery. You can tailor the scenery. I mean, I don't recall doing that in Theme Park. I don't recall doing that in Roller Coaster Tycoon. This is exactly what I've been wanting. Now, unfortunately, we couldn't light the sky path, but we can really put these nice cool lamps out. And as you know, at night, this path looks stunning. It looks really nice. The lighting is phenomenal, really nice and ambient, really nice and atmospheric as well. Because I think, you know, a theme park for me is about atmosphere. And that's what my kind of template going into building is, to build the atmosphere that I want to see. Okay, so leading up to this ride then, I've put something really cool. I've not seen this at all. It's a really cool skull feature. But before we get to that, guys, this is what I was talking about with the rocks. You can see that cluster there. They were just 3 rocks all merged together to make one big one, which is like super cool. Got my skull in, got my lights in the eyes. I was like, what? You know, it's endless what you can do. But that concludes this part of the video. Again, I'll make more. I'll be recording more today. Please like the video, please subscribe, and please let me know, will you be getting this game and what do you think? Guys, my name's Gemma. Thanks for watching. Take care.